I'm Kelvin Troy Johnson. I'm a dating and relationship coach, known as the Love Coach of Atlanta, but I serve the world. It is a statistical fact that men find women who smile more attractive.
Hi, my name is Hope. I am a matchmaker here in Atlanta doing a variety of dating events. It's been taking Atlanta by storm. People really enjoy the event.
All right, if you can go ahead and go to your next designated number, please. 6, please go to 8. 8, please go to 9.
It's hard to meet like a new person, and yeah, it's my first time here on a speed dating, and I love the experience. Like I thought it's hard to talk to a lot of people like in a very small amount of time, but it's not that bad, so they didn't bite me at least. So yeah, it was cool and yeah, very excited experience, to be honest.
I hope to find my man. Like that's what I hope to find, but we'll see.
I hope to find, nice looking young ladies, some I could take home, show my parents, bring around my family. I'm ready to settle down, have some kids, enjoy life, travel, and hey, everything, yeah.
So the old school way of dating, which involved meeting in the community, like churches, friends, family, functions, that way of dating has kind of fallen to the wayside, and now we have the digital world of dating using all types of different types of apps and GroupMe's online that introduce you to different ways of expanding the opportunities of love.
People often talk about how our grandparents got together. Our grandparents got together because of proximity. I mean, they lived across the street from each other. They walked a mile uphill in the snow and all of that. And so when John and Mary got out of school, most people was like, hey, John, why don't you just marry Mary? She's right there. We know her family. We know everything. And so it made logical sense for John and Mary to get together. And generations go down, and then there's you, right? Who are now in the digital age where you've got John, Mary, Joseph, Robert, you've got plenty of people, using the digital tools that we have. Now you have a lot of options, which could pose a problem. But I believe that if you're going to find love, you'll find it through the same way grandma and grandpa did, proximity.
So some of you may remember the old traditional way of dating. You either ask permission of someone you know, or someone tells you about someone and gets permission to give out your number. And then you go through that phase of talking on the phone, and then you meet in person. There was no send me a pic, let me see your Instagram, things of that sort. Well, all that's changed now.
So another thing that people used to do before is go to each other's houses, right? I can remember being a kid and my parents would have parties on a Saturday night where their friends came over, and if somebody was single, they would kind of blend in with the couples and they would kind of get to know each other in that way. Unfortunately, in our time today, people hardly ever go to each other's houses, and so we're lacking that community where you get a chance to meet someone. The couple gets to meet that person that you might be dating to give you that insight on if they could be a good fit for you. So sometimes it feels like, in a lot of ways, you're left on your own in today's times, which introduces somebody like me who's a dating and relationship coach. And I'm able to come a lot alongside the technology, using the same technology that we have today, but kind of giving you the in-person kind of connection. So it's myself, other people out here, matchmakers, love coaches, that we've got these professions that didn't even exist before because they didn't need to, right? And so we, along with the technology, you have to embrace the human side of technology, and it just makes it all work better.
So when we look at technology in the last 25 years, it has really changed the game of dating and getting to know people and actually getting access to different people. Anywhere from not just dating websites, but also different engines like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Those alone give you different avenues that you didn't have 25 years ago. Don't get me wrong, apps have advantages to them. They do have some pros that you can really take advantage of. And for instance, the fact that you can meet someone who's in another state, or someone who's in another country, or someone who's very diverse compared to you that you never even thought would be interested in you. So there are advantages to it, don't get me wrong.
Okay, so now we have the cell phones. We had the phones before with those long cords that used to get tangled up and could reach across the room. But now we have the cell phones that can reach across the world. It's got all the apps on it. It's got all the things. Like, we can't really live without our phones. And so it's kind of natural that now dating is tied into the phones and tied into the apps. And now you have access not only to do business with somebody across the world, but you can actually find love from across the world. And so the technology has advanced us so fast, so far. The apps now are the number one way that people are meeting and greeting and making connections and really falling in love. But there's some things that you have to know in order to be successful on the apps that I think we should talk about.
There are some good side apps like Facebook Messenger, maybe Tinder, maybe Facebook. But they challenging too, but they can also be good in some ways, some cases.
My sister met her boyfriend on the app. They have 2 kids now. Another friend who recently met her partner on an app. I know it happens. Yeah, people meet on apps all the time.
So So if you're gonna date online, I want you to cross your fingers and cross your toes and wish for the best. All right. Okay, it's time to go ahead and move. Thank you. All right, please follow the numbers. If you could, please. Catfish is a thing. If you're gonna talk to someone, do your research. Make sure you can FaceTime. Make sure you can call on the phone. Make sure you can do your little scribble and scrabble and write down notes. Because not everybody is who you think they are.
Challenges with app dating is people have a little bit too much anonymity. People can talk to you for a little while and then out of nowhere just ghost you. They can match with you, they can turn out to be fakes, or they can end up just trying to scam you altogether.
I don't do a whole lot of digital dating, but I would say when I've tried it, the main thing is that you can't feel the person's vibe. You're just going off of a picture, so that's a little bit, you don't know really what you're gonna get.
Yeah, so then you met in person, like you at least could feel, is this person not insane? Or like, I mean, like, maybe in a good way, but you know, in app you never know, like, it could be a scam or like some weird people.
So let's talk about the challenges of the dating apps. Okay, so there's catfishing. There's these people who are out there trying to, you know, they have no real intent on being there. They're just there to waste your time. Okay, there's love bombing. There's people out there who will pour it all on and tell you how beautiful, how special your eyes, your lips, your smile, your everything. You are everything, and everything is you. You know, and as soon as you started like really getting connected, yeah, I'm everything. The next thing you know, they disappear. They pull back, and then you're like, wait, what happened? I don't know what happened. This guy, he was in my inbox every morning, and now he's gone, and I don't know what happened. You know, there are some people who are in this. I call it sport fishing. Look, they are not here. They're not in the dating arena to actually find love. Some people have nothing else to do, and it's a sport. It's like sport fishing. You ever seen those sport fishers? They fish, they catch something, and they go, hey, look what I caught. They want everybody to see, look what I caught. And splash, throw it back. There are people who treat dating this way, okay? And so I have a thought about how to avoid all of these things, right? Listen, if you follow this advice, this is gonna help you. There is something that is as old as life and human beings themselves. It has worked for thousands of years, okay? That thing is called time. Time never lies. People lie, but time never lies. Time will always reveal what you have if you're willing to give it enough time. So you don't have to worry about all these different things that people do. Just watch them. Watch how they move and let time, don't get too overly involved, you know. Allow the time to unfold. You can't force a rose to open. You can't yell at it. You can't, you can't worship it. You can't do anything to make a rose open. A rose opens when it's time. When it's given, when it's in the right environment, receiving the right resources, the rose opens. That's how love is.
So we've all heard of stories of online dating nightmares. I myself have heard my share. There's been individuals who have talked to someone for a week or 2 weeks or 2 months, and they finally meet, and the person is actually 10, 15 years older than what they were in all the photos. They may have been a whole lot shorter, a whole lot taller, a whole lot bigger, or a totally different person altogether. And that's not something no one signs up for when they choose to do online dating.
Texting is not enough, right? Texting is like, I'm on my way. Texting is meant to be short term until you can get to a real conversation, right? And I've seen some people in my experience here that have textationships, I call them, right? Their whole relationship is in a text message. And so with a text message, there's too much room for misunderstandings, right? You thought the big words meant that they were angry, but to them, they just really wanted you to see this part, right? So there's so much that can be lost in translation through texting. The best thing you can do is once you got a good flow going on, you say, hey, let's have a conversation, right? Here's something I tell my clients. None of my clients are allowed to just go on a date with somebody just because they had a good exchange on the app, on texting, right?
So there's this thing I consider sensory overload. When joining a website, and a dating site specifically, you can get overwhelmed with the responses, whether it's the photos you put up or the profile, and you're just generally a great person, and people see that in your profile. But when you're getting 10, 15, 20 emails within a day, or likes or reviews, people wanting to exchange numbers, it becomes a lot. It becomes overwhelming. The individuals that's messaging don't necessarily know you're overwhelmed, but you are, and that becomes a ghosting scene overnight. No one likes that.
All right, so when it comes to the apps, just find what makes you happy, right? Whether you're looking for guys or you're looking for girls or whoever you're looking for, you got to get into this for you and do what makes you happy in these apps. And trust me, there's something out there that's going to be good for you, right? The more you understand who you are, the better it is for you to understand who's going to be right for you. So use the apps, have fun with it. Look, dating should be fun. This whole process is not supposed to be strenuous and overwhelming. Dating should be fun. And so it's for you to make it fun. It won't be fun unless you make it fun.
So I'm a part of bringing the connection back. Let's get off the apps and let's come together and do something exciting and fun.
The old-fashioned way still works because at the end of the day, two people still have to come together and have to decide if this works for both people or not. So as you get out, and I encourage my guys, don't be apprehensive about talking to the girl. I tell the guys, listen, if you see a woman over there, don't wait for her to flip her hair or to drop her handkerchief or any of that old school stuff like that. If you see her, go over and say hello. Ladies have no idea how difficult it is in the minds of some men when it comes to just saying hello. I know you're like, well, why doesn't he just say hi? He's just standing there staring at me, and some guys really do get stuck in their head. They're running a whole thing through their head. Is she married? Is she available? Is her boyfriend in here? Is he gonna come up on me when I go over there? So all those things run in his head, and then he walks away. So I'm encouraging guys, go out, go up the old-fashioned way and say hello. Hey, what are you doing here tonight? Are you drinking? What are you having? Have you been here before? Just making conversations. It really just still works, and it's worked for hundreds of years, and it still works in today's time.
My experience here today was pretty eye-opening from the normal dating experience, because I've tried just going out there, I've tried online dating. Here it's a little easier because people are naturally getting put in front of you to be talked to.
So, I mean, I guess like we all do it. Like the first thing you see on an app is like the person's appearance. And even meeting people in person, like the first thing you see is their appearance. But I feel like there is just a different level of like being able to connect with them. Just even meeting somebody like in person, like you can automatically get over that physical appearance. You're not swiping right or left. You're like this, we talk to everybody, whether or not we were initially attracted to them or not, which I found was like really great, because I think there are certain people that like initially I probably wouldn't be interested in, but had really great conversations with. So I think it just like helps you open up more, just being face to face with somebody versus just, I don't know, swiping on them on an app. Yeah.
For me, I'm more like talking person than texting. So, and like I need to feel the energy, or like, is it click or not, you know? And it's hard to do like in apps, so you don't know like what it, like how it feels to be around other person.
I think it's better meeting in person, because you can actually interact, kind of feel the person out, get a vibe, connection. So it's definitely better meeting somebody in person.
I hope that everyone finds their person. If you don't find your person this time, you're gonna find them next time. So keep coming back and come meet that person, because they stand right here waiting for you.
I want to wish everyone good luck, however you choose to find love. It's important that we are here to find our mate. Life is not meant to be alone.
This is your life, and I'm telling you, get into it. Have fun with it. The resources are out there, and love is waiting for you. I'm telling you, love is waiting for you, but you got to go out and meet it halfway.